Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield. And Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Block it in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's got Curse. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the...
And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. That is caught. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before take. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner. Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Griffin on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Griffin keeps it, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. RG3 scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is right through. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Kearse goes in motion right. On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. On first down, Wilson. Oh, it stays up. He's got time in the pocket. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And as the Cleveland Browns come back out onto the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second, but 1-15 this last year, and it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs 1 time.
Hard to believe, right? Just 2 winning seasons in that time frame
only 2.
as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season, but I think that they have a plan in place to move this franchise forward. Ownership, front office, head coach, all in lockstep together with a vision and a plan that they intend to execute.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Coleman, the man in motion right. Fourth down. Here's RG3. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. And this one is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Block it in motion right. Block it the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Check 50, check 50. 99, check 99. Easy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right hand.
And that's Kurz for the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band.
Tough, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just under the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing, ting-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turned into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping?
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Wilson Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, home of the 12s. As we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Tamba Ali there to bring him down. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, big drive right here.
On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Curse goes in motion right.
19.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 48 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield.
Shotgun. 36 power.
In motion left, Curse. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Here's Smith now on second down. Deep drop. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long, it's Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion, Hill. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Maclin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run now with Ware. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
95, switch gears.
And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 54 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And now here comes Kansas City. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. 17 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Halfback sent in motion. Again, Smith. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And he knocks it through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And the wideout in motion. On second down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, this is Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing is Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch right there. Watch right there.
In motion left, Curse. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Charles the lone setback. In motion, Hill. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Smith rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. We have, yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second and 10. It's Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he's had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going to Rawls on the dump-off. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
A running play for Rawls. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Smith. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, it's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Morgan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to speed things up here. Slot man moves right. To throw on second down is Smith. Quick slant, that's caught by the veteran Macklin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And able to find Conley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again with Ware. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On second and 10, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Cliff Averill, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Smith. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Smith. This will be caught at the 2. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. On 3rd down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go again with Rawls. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Move 45. Move 45. Over.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Spencer Ware, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. This is Charles. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
2nd down following the run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Back to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and